What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm going to show you why 99% of people fail when it comes to Amazon FBA.
I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby.
So what I want to talk about in this video is something that if you already are selling on Amazon, you will have dealt with this or heard of this before, and that is price tanking, bricking, undercutting, whatever you want to call it. And I feel that this is a big reason why new sellers that start Amazon FBA really do struggle, and ultimately this can turn you away from actually selling on Amazon altogether. Now generally this only happens with arbitrage products because that is pretty much the way that most people start Amazon FBA. It's the easiest and least riskiest method really to start Amazon FBA. You don't need a lot of capital to start it up, and I think this really is where the problem begins. Now I don't think it's the seller's fault, you know, the new people that are starting Amazon FBA, I don't think it's their fault that this is happening, but I do think it's a lack of education and training to these new sellers. And I also think it's down to the mindset as well. A lot of people start Amazon FBA and within a week or so they're expecting loads of sales, crazy returns, and when that doesn't happen they start lowering their prices just to sell the stock. But I think the biggest reason why this is happening is because people are not being shown what to do or what products to buy with the capital that they are starting with. If you are starting with a small capital under £1,000, £500 say, you really need to be focusing on fast selling products. You can spend £500 doing arbitrage in a matter of minutes if you wanted to, so it's really not a large amount of money to start with. Now if you start with say £500 and you spend all of your capital on products that are selling 30, 40, 50 times a month. Now them products are not going to sell out very quickly. You are not the only person selling them products. If there's 10, 15, 20 other sellers on that listing, you might be selling 1, 2, 3 items a month. Now I do think that it's put out there a lot that if a product's selling 30 times a month, you buy that product and you're going to sell it 30 times a month, but that just isn't the case. You're never going to be the only seller on that listing, especially when it comes to arbitrage. Generally what happens is there'll be an item on clearance on Argos, for example. Now if you're doing arbitrage, 99.9% of arbitrage sellers will be sourcing from sites like Argos. So when a clearance product comes on, tons and tons of sellers are buying that product for a cheap price to then sell it on Amazon, obviously to make a profit. But a lot of new sellers especially don't really know that, or they haven't been shown that, and they expect to buy that product for X price and then sell it the very next day for a nice profit. Now when you've got multiple sellers all trying to do the same thing, i.e. send it in, sell it straight away, they then start to undercut each other. And what a lot of new sellers don't realize is there is software that automatically lowers your price so you can compete with the buy box consistently. That's known as a repricer. So if you manually lower the price on one of your products just because you're trying to sell it, the repricer will automatically match your price or even go lower than you. So all you're doing is triggering these repricers and other new sellers to lower the price until eventually you get into a sell-off. The price comes right down, everyone's moaning because the price has tanked, and then ultimately you sell the product for a lot less profit than you can sell the product for, or you just sell it at break even. So I'm going to jump on the computer now and I'm going to show you multiple products where this happens all the time. Now I know this is going to happen with a lot of products that I buy. I do a lot of arbitrage, so I am not going to price match and chase the price down. Providing you've bought the right product and you know it sells consistently over time, all you need to do is hold your price on that product. These sellers that come on, undercut, or the reprices kick in, once they sell that product for not a lot of profit, you know, maybe they make 5-10%. All I do is wait for them sellers to go out of stock, and then the price comes back up to where we want it to be, and then we make our 20, 30, 40% ROIs. And I'm not making this video just to, you know, moan about people doing this. I just really think it is a lack of knowledge. People coming into Amazon FBA with a low budget, wanting to make £1,000 straight away, and you really just need to be realistic. If you're starting with £500 to £1,000, you're probably going to make £100, £300 in your first month, and that is just the reality of it really. You can't come in, spend £500 and then try and make £1,000. It's just not going to happen. So as I said before, you need to be very specific in what products you are buying. Make sure they are fast selling products. If I had £500 and it was my only £500, I would not be buying any product that is estimated to sell less than 100 times a month. Preferably you want to be buying products that are selling even more than that. You know, you could wait a week, 2 weeks, just doing your research, trying to find a good product, and then you could spend that £500 on a fast selling product with a decent ROI, and you are going to get much better results. You're not going to be sitting there checking your Amazon every day, not seeing any sales, and feel the need to undercut other people. So if you are on a low budget, please buy fast selling products. Keep doing that until you've built up a decent capital that you can play with. Then you can buy fast selling products, which obviously everyone wants, but then you can also buy some slower sellers that you're happy to have in your inventory for longer periods of time. Obviously, we're coming up to Christmas now, so you need to be focusing on what's going to sell well at Christmas. Don't just buy something that you think is going to sell right now. Always try and look ahead, and then also look back at the previous data on Amazon of how well that product sells. So I'm just going to go over some products on Amazon now, and I want to show you the charts and where you can see what I've spoke about happening time and time and time again. Any tool that you're using, whether it's Profitable, SAS, Buybot Pro, they all have charts that you really need to learn how to use. For these examples, I'm going to be using the Keeper charts. I will leave links to tools, Keeper and stuff in the description if you want to check that out. But I'm really just trying to show you the patterns here and how this happens over and over and over again. Most tools that you use, SAS, Profitable, they will have these charts, so you really need to learn how to look at these charts. I'm not going to go over it all right now, but what I want to show you is what these charts mean basically. This top chart here, the purple line is the buy box price of that product, pretty much the price that you can buy that product for on Amazon. I'm not going to talk about the green line, but it's basically the sales rank. But for this video, I'm just focusing on the buy box price, and I'm also focusing on this bottom chart here. Now, this line at the bottom is new offer count. Basically, it means the amount of sellers on the listing. So since the end of June, start of July, this product was selling at £74 or more on Amazon, probably selling 30, 40, 50 units a month. Now, this product is an arbitrage product, so obviously pretty much anyone can purchase this. You don't have to register with a wholesaler or anything. Anyone can go into the store and buy this product. So towards the end of August, the start of September, obviously people, arbitrage sellers, have started to find this product. So this product was consistently sitting at sort of between 5 and 10 sellers for the past few months, and then come the end of August, start of September, this product has obviously been found. So the sellers has dramatically increased from 10 sellers all the way up to about 50 sellers. Now, the amount of sellers 9 times out of 10 directly correlates with the price of a product, especially products that aren't selling, you know, hundreds, thousands of units a month. So what's happened here is more people have found this product. They've started sending it into Amazon. Generally, people will hold the price for a little while, but as soon as someone isn't happy that they haven't sold this product quick enough, they then lower the price, and then that kicks in all the repricers. So anyone who's using a repricer, their software is automatically now matching or undercutting that latest person. So you've got the manual new sellers doing arbitrage, starting to manually undercut products. You've got the sellers that have been doing it for a while using repricers. Their repricers have now kicked in, and this price just absolutely tanked from £74 down to about £60 is where it's at now. So this is a pretty extreme example, but the ROI on this product was pretty good. So say at £74 you're making 30, 40%. The repricers and everyone else has basically cut it right down to when you're making maybe 10, 15% at best on this product. So if I bought this product, all I would do in this situation, knowing that it only sells 30, 40, 50 a month, obviously it's going to be selling a little bit more now because the price has come down, but these people that have bought this product and then they felt the need to undercut it because they can't sell it, or they're panicking thinking I can't sell this product, they're not going to buy this product again. So once these sellers have gone out of stock, the sellers that are happily holding the price like me, the smart sellers, once all these people have battled it out, undercut, lowered the price, sold their units, they're no longer going to buy that product again because they're going to say that product's tanked, there's no profit in it. And then once all the silly sellers are off the listing, this price will then come back up and probably sit again at around £70, £75. So for this product, if you're a new seller, say you had £500, I think this product had a cost price of around £40, £45. Wasn't selling over 100 units a month, so do not buy it. If you bought 10 units of this product, you would have pretty much spent your entire capital on one product, only to have to undercut, because now you're panicking, you want to get your money back, and you just basically do not care about the ROI. You're panicking, you want to get your money back, all the repricers have kicked in, and this product has just completely tanked. Now, as a new seller, this is a bad situation for you to be in. You're going to think this is a scam, Amazon doesn't work, the price is tanked, la 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 la. If you implement the right strategies from the start, you won't end up in this situation. Or if this situation does happen, like to someone like me, if this happened, I just wait. Even if I've got to wait a month, 2 months, I'm more than happy to sit on them products to make sure I get that better ROI rather than sell the product to break even and just get my money back. What is the point of selling it just to get your money back or make £1 per unit? If you sent 10 of them in and you made £1-2 per unit, you know, you're making £10-20, you know, it's really not worth it. Whereas you could just wait it out, wait for price to come back up and then make £10-15 per unit. So that's just one example. I'm going to go over a few products here just so you can see what happens. Let me look at another one. So I want to show you this one here next. So we can see here, again, the same thing happening. Like I say, this happens with virtually every product. We're on the 3-month chart again, so this data here is for the past 3 months. So if we just start back on the 23rd of June, we can see here an increase in sellers, which brings the price of this product to around £19, 1920, 1950, you know, 1980, around that price. So this product here is a very popular arbitrage product. Currently, on July the 2nd, there was 129 offers on this product. So there was a lot of sellers on this product. Now, this is a fast selling product. This price will come back a lot quicker than other products. So say you had bought this and you'd watch the price come down, you would just have to hold this for a week or so, wait for sellers to sell out, and then the price will come back because this is a fast seller. So 120 odd sellers on it here. Price is around £19 to sort of £19.80. Now we can see how well this is selling because, you know, in a matter of a week or 2 weeks, the sellers has literally come down by 50, 60 sellers. So there's still 50 sellers on this product, but again, it's a fast seller. And we can see the price has already gone up. But again, we can see the direct correlation with sellers coming onto the listing, price going down, sellers coming off the listing, price going up. And then the sellers start to go up a little bit more here. So we push back up to sort of 70 sellers and the price does come down a little bit more again. So don't just start panicking when you see the price coming down. Have a look at the charts. And again, the same thing will happen with this product. When the price comes down, all the sellers that were selling it in and around £19, they might have been making 5, 10% ROI. So once they've sold out, they're now not going to buy this product again because they think it's tanked, it's rubbish, I'm not earning no money. And then all the smart sellers will wait for the price to come back up and make your sort of 20, 30, maybe even 40% ROIs. But this is a common mistake that people make. I know I keep going on about it, but lots of sellers come onto the listing, price comes down a little bit, everyone panics, starts undercutting, reprices kick in, and you really just want to focus on ROI over sales. So let's look at one more product here. I do have a few more to show you, but I don't want to keep going on like a broken record. So this product here, you can see here from the end of June all the way up to the end of August, you can see that price was pretty consistent, let's say on average £32. So you've got, you know, a good couple of months there where the price on this product pretty much stayed at £32. We come down, we look at the sellers. Even though there's 30 sellers on it, the price is still holding very well. As we can see, that the sellers count doesn't really change over that period. So there's on average, say 30 sellers, and the price on this product is around £32. Again, we can see a dip off in sellers here, so people have gone out of stock. And what happens straight away? Price jumps up a couple of quid. So if you're the smart seller, knows what price you want for the product, holding your price. When this price jumped up, you could have made an extra £2 per unit, and obviously make more money overall. Towards the end of August, obviously this product's been found. Basically, lots of arbitrage sellers are now jumping on this product. So we've gone from, say, an average of £32, and we've got about 15, 20 sellers on it here. Over the space of 2 to 3 weeks, the sellers went from 30 to 60. So the sellers doubled, and of course the price has come right down. Now you might be thinking, well, £32 down to £29 isn't a lot, but that is a huge chunk out of your profit. You might only be making £4 or £5 per unit on these, maybe even less. So from it to go from 32 to 29, obviously that's going to massively affect your ROI. So again, this would be a case of hold it. These people that have bought this product, sold it at, you know, minimal profits, break even, they're not going to buy this product again. So these sellers will sell out, and then the sellers will come down, and then again the price will go up. It happens on virtually every product. So the smart seller isn't getting involved with the undercutting, the reprices. The smart seller is waiting for them people to do whatever they want to do to lose profit, break even. The smart seller waits for them to move off the listing, and then they sell it again at the profitable price. So let's just summarize the video, and I want to give you some top tips when you're starting out with Amazon FBA. Now, the first thing I want to say is when you're buying a product, if it's estimating 30, 40 sales a month, you need to remember that you're not going to get all them sales. There is other sellers on the listing. If there's 10 sellers on the listing, it's selling 30 a month, you might sell it 10 times in that month. So please bear that in mind. I know you might have seen videos where people are like, this is selling 50 a month, 50 times £5 profit. That's, you know, X amount of profit, but you're never ever going to be the only person selling that product. So the sales will always be split across multiple sellers. Second thing, if you're starting with a small budget, 500 to say £1,000, you need to only focus on fast selling products. I cannot stress that enough. You don't want to end up in a position where you've spent all of your capital on products that are not selling on a frequent basis. If you buy 20 units of an item, send it in, and then you're not making sales within that week, you're going to think, right, I need to lower the price, what's going on? You're going to start panicking. Your emotions are going to kick in, and you're going to want to start selling to get that money back. Whereas if you're selling products that are selling hundreds of times a month, thousands of times a month, yes, these products are harder to find, but you're much better off spending the time to find these faster selling products, especially with a lower budget. And the third thing I want to say is, remember that there is a lot of sellers with repricers. As soon as you undercut, it's not someone sitting at their computer waiting to undercut you again. There is automatic reprices. You do not have to be the cheapest on the listing to get the sales. You can be £1, sometimes £2 or even more priced above the lowest seller and still get sales. So you never ever want to match the lowest price or go under the lowest price on Amazon. Always price them higher, and then you can reevaluate it and lower the price if you need to, but you do not need to match the lowest seller or undercut the lowest seller. And one final thing, if you want to learn how to sell on FBA properly, make sure you check out my group. Link is in the description, and you can get 15% off your first month with code HUSTLE15. Now, hopefully you have found this video helpful. A lot of us have been in this position at the start where you don't really understand why people keep undercutting and then you keep undercutting. But if you follow everything I've said in this video and make sure you are buying the right products, then you should be fine. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.